Welcome to Spice and Pans. Subscribe to our channel for our recipes weekly.
Hi and welcome to Spice and Pans. Before we start, if you want to know what we're up to, do follow us on our Instagram account as well as our Facebook account. Just search for Spice and Pans and you can find us there. Today we'll be cooking Japanese curry rice. So let's start cooking. First, heat up a pan, add in some oil. Swirl the oil around just to make sure that it covers the whole pan. We are going to fry the onion, garlic as well as the ginger now. 200 grams of onion, yellow onion, finely diced. 3 cloves of garlic, finely chopped up, as well as 15 grams of ginger, finely chopped up like this also. So we put everything in. And we are going to really soften them up until they are almost like paste. This will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure you stir them well. Just use medium to low heat. We don't want to burn the garlic or the onions or the ginger. So we will continue frying until they are soft. I'll show you how it looks like in a while. This is what we want to achieve, a light golden brown on the onions. Next we'll add in 35 grams of butter. This will help to make your curry very velvety and smooth. Melt the butter in. Now the reason why I'm adding it now rather than initially when I fry the onions with is because if I were to put the butter in initially, it might burn easily because butter don't have a high smoking point. Once the butter has melted, add in 60 grams of plain flour or all-purpose flour. Mix them up well. We're going to fry this until it's brown. Next, add in 40 grams of curry powder. I'm using meat curry powder over here. If you like some heat in your curry, feel free to add some chili powder. Here's one big heap of a teaspoon of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoon of chicken stock powder. We are going to slowly add in water. I'm adding in 4 cups of water. Stirring as you add them in. Make sure you mix them up well. Get rid of any clumps inside here. Do it slowly. Smells really good right now. Add in 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, 1.5 teaspoon of sugar, as well as 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. I'm using the Japanese premium light soy sauce so it's not as salty. Now just make sure that you clear any clumps that you might find inside here. Right all this. Okay, just move them around in the water. They will dissolve pretty fast. Now most of the clumps have dissolved. We'll add in the potatoes. 400 grams of potato cut into cubes like this, or you can use more if you like more potatoes. Put them in. 140 grams of carrots. Put them into. This 2 chicken thigh. I've cut into small cubes also. Let's put them in also. Now this will take another 15 minutes to 20 minutes to cook all the ingredients. So we'll show you how it looks like when it's cooked. The curry is cooked already. Now if you want your potatoes and carrots to be softer, you can cook them for a little while more. But for me, this will be good. I'm just going to turn off the fire, put the lid on, and wait for 10 to 15 minutes before I serve them and use the remaining heat to force the gravy into the ingredients. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we cook our Japanese curry rice. I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.